Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Here with one of my Chit-chat videos. Still haven't decided on titles or things like that I'm going to change up. As I was talking about, I think in my last Chit-chat video, having different things for different days. If you can help me out with some ideas, that'd be great. Please leave them down below in the comments so that I can look at them, try and incorporate them. If you know where I'm coming from. Like, as I said, one of the things I was thinking was Mayhem Monday. Mondays always seem to be those horrific days that are just mayhem. And then, as I said, Thrifty Thursday. But maybe for Thrifty Thursday, I could even incorporate some of my recipes that I do, because I'm always looking for ways to do things thriftily. Does that make sense? Anyway. One of the real reasons I came on to do this chit-chat is I watched back my videos last night of opening my challenge entries. And in nearly every video that focuses on my desk, you can see my cleavage quite well, which is quite embarrassing. But it got me thinking, why in all of my videos and then is my cleavage hanging out? I wear a decent bra and stuff, and then I had pajamas on last night that they're summer pajamas. They're for bigger people. Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous, but again, lots of cleavage. And I know why. I don't know if other people have this issue. It seems to be that the manufacturers of big people clothing seem to think that every big woman has big knockers, boobies, whatever you want to call them. I don't. I can buy a dress that fits me everywhere but the chest. Tops, the same thing. There is so much room for big boobies. I don't have big boobies. So I'm either going to have to start making my own clothes. That's dangerous. Or maybe altering them in some way, because I don't want to hang out. I don't want everything to be seen. But unless it's a t-shirt, like this one, old t-shirt I got on now. It's got holes in it, so you can't wear it as a t-shirt out during the day. It becomes a jammy top. But I find that is a really big issue. Even bathers. I can't buy a pair of bathers or swimmers, whatever you want to call them, in the larger sizes, because to fit my body, and they're usually padded booby bits, they're out here. I'd have to put melons or something in them for them to be full. I don't know. I know this is probably not something that you want to talk about, but it's an issue I have. And after, as I said, after watching back those videos of me looking at everything, and all I can see is my cleavage, my boobs. They're just out there. But that is why, because even buying a bra is really, really hard. My back is like a size 24. In this, we're talking Australian sizes. Don't know about what other sizing in other countries and that are. But I wear a 24C. To be able to buy a 24C, like the C cup, is near on impossible. I can get them from Target. But even the C is slightly big. So that tells you the issues I might have when they make clothing. I have to buy, say, a 24 in clothes, depending on the make. Sometimes it's a 24, sometimes it's 26, sometimes it's 20. Depends on the make. But on average, a 24, they think you've got double D boobies. So you can imagine the issues I have. I'd love to get nice dresses that have got the halter tops and all that, but the armpits come down to my waist because there's nothing out the front to fill it. Just one of the problems I face. I don't know if there's anyone else out there that has similar issues, or maybe you have the opposite, where you actually are very small and you have larger breasts and you can't find clothes that accommodate your larger breasts. The standards of clothing sizing is really bad. And the fact that it's different throughout the world, like, I could not believe those videos. I really couldn't. And I'm actually quite embarrassed. I'd never really noticed it until I watched like 10, just to make sure I had my points right. I knew the first 5, I definitely had my points right, but I wanted to make sure the last 10 I'd got in, I got the points right. And watching those 10 in a row, it was like, oh my goodness. What must people think? People must think I like putting that out there. But no, I don't. So that was one thing I wanted to talk about. Does anyone else have that issue? Like, that is my biggest issue, is all larger size clothing, they just assume, I guess, that larger size, larger breasts. No. Yeah, so that was that one thing. I haven't been doing much. Crafted today. Between playing games on Facebook, I just had a whole day. I had a shower, got out of one set of pajamas, and got into a new clean set. I had my jammy day, and I'm so happy. Now I'm just looking around the house thinking, a lot to do tomorrow, but it's going to be cool tomorrow. It's only going to be 22, I think. It's quite cool outside now. It's struggling to come in. There's a little bit of a breeze in the curtain. The only reason the curtain's probably not moving more is because there's a whole heap of stuff stuck in front of it, stopping it. So I'm going to get up. Jarrett's got an exam, so I'll take him to his exam. He's actually got 2 exams tomorrow, so he's at school from 8:45 or 8:45 till, I think I'm going to pick him up about 1. So I've got quite a few hours to actually clean. So, and then I'm still working on, I've nearly finished my swap, just the last few little extras that I wanted to include. That's what I was working on today, plus planning my Christmas projects, plus just organising myself in what I've got coming up craft-wise. I know we're not even in December yet. There are 2 challenges that I'm aware of that are due in January. One is for, is it Crafty JJ Newton? Yes, Jackie. And the other one is for Heavenly Imaginings. I got it right. Amanda. They're both due about the same time in January, so I've noted them down in my diary, and I'm going to start working on them as soon as I finish my Christmas gifts. I was also working out my next challenge. I've really enjoyed doing this. I really enjoyed putting the projects together, the packages together, I should say. So I was working out that as well, and I've decided it'll probably start just in the new year, and it will be my birthday challenge. So look out for that, because my birthday is in February. Haven't had a very good the last few years haven't been that crash hot. Even before he left, my birthdays were never that crash hot. He'd always forget. But yeah, yeah, not much else has really been happening. I'm trying to think what's going on this week. Not a lot. Really not a lot. My mind's still all over the place at the moment, which is why I sat down today and organised, okay, these 2 challenges are due. I think one's like the 14th and one's the 16th or something of January. Okay, this is when I'm going to run my next challenge, just to get those few things out of my head, because my head is not a good diary. Corey's got an appointment on Tuesday. Again, I thought it was for 1 o'clock. Got the reminders today, and it's actually 1:30. So I'm glad that, because I made the same mistake last time, is I thought it was 1 and it was 1:30. So yeah, I don't know. My head is just, some days I really feel like just selling most of my stuff, packing up what I want to keep, and moving in with my mum and dad to try and save some money. Other days, I couldn't think of anything worse. I love my mum and dad, but I've been living out of home since I was 18. I'm nearly 42. So that's a long time to be living independently. I don't know whether I could go back to living with someone. And then the last 3 years, I've lived on my own with the boys. I can't even imagine ever sharing my space with someone again. So I don't know. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot going on in my head that I need to just start to put my little duckies in a row. And if I've fenced them in, if they jump the fence and escape and it doesn't happen the way I want it to, so be it. So yeah, just thought I'd let you know that that's where my head is at the moment. My depression has actually been quite good. Really, it hasn't been playing up at all. Like, I haven't really had those mood swings. Although I probably, in saying that, I have, but I've pulled myself straight out. There's a lot of things that are irritating me at the moment. So that, to me, irritation is not depression. Me being irritated has got nothing to do with my depression. And there is nothing I can do about it. What I'm frustrated about is out of my control. So I'm sort of trying to just let it go. Don't start singing the Frozen song just because I said let it go. Yeah, so I'm just trying to, things I can't control, just not think about them. Although I can't control whether I can save money or not because I keep getting these astronomical bills. As I said, my last gas bill was $700 and something for 2 months. I don't know. That'll go right down, or it should go right down. Now it's summer, no central heating, but the electricity bill will go up. So you really can't win. But there are things I can't control. You know, I've got to renew my license. I have to do it. Need a license. Have to pay the annual the annual ambulance subscription. So I know I don't need it. I've been told many times here in Australia, if you're on a government payment and have a healthcare card, pension card, one of those, you don't need to pay an ambulance subscription. My thing is though, and I've always paid it, I've never not paid it, even like when I've been on a healthcare card, pension card, because they do such a great job. $90 odd or whatever it is a year for a family is nothing. So I'll find it, I'll pay it. So yeah, those once a year bills, I don't like them, but they come. They happen. You can't do anything about it. Like, I can't do anything about it. But I'm trying to save some money. I want to take the boys on a holiday. Whether it be a couple of nights in January, maybe. Or saving up and going up north. When I say up north, up New South Wales, Gold Coast, somewhere up there next June, July. They want to go to Canberra. They want to go to the War Museum and stuff. So that's even an idea. They want to go to Tasmania. We're going to go to Port Arthur and do the ghost tours and stuff. So that sort of stuff's going around in my head. Before he left, we used to go every year on at least a week or two. When the boys got older, it went down to a week or two. When they were younger, we'd go away for 4 weeks every June, July. Every year. So the boys grew up going away. So I can't do that. I can't do those week-long holidays and that. But I can do a night here or there. because accommodation is expensive. I think when I took the boys down to Geelong earlier this year in the June-July holidays, 2 nights in the motel cost me, no, we only stayed 1 night in the motel and it was nearly $300. And it was the most crap motel I've ever been in. So, because the room tariffs are usually for 2 people. I've got the third. You get charged extra for the third. Mind you, he sleeps on a couch when we go away. He doesn't, if there's a couch in the room, he doesn't use the bed. He sits on the couch and sleeps on the couch. So it does get a bit frustrating. I did take them away last January. We went up to Ballarat and we did 2 nights, which cost me quite a bit, $600 or something for the accommodation for 2 nights. And we did the ghost tours because that's what they like to do. And they're much better if you do them in the warm weather. We do them in the winter too, but yeah. It's the accommodation that really, really, really cuts. I mean, I drove to, not Queensland, almost to Queensland, to the, I can't think of the name of the place. It's a weird name. They call it Merbar. It's up on this side of, it's in New South Wales, but it's almost at the border. I went and stayed with a friend. The petrol to get there was only like, I think I filled the tank twice in my car. So the petrol up and back, I think, was $250 for petrol. Nothing. And I was lucky that time. Yes, we stayed in motels. It took us 2 nights. Yeah, we stayed over 2 nights, 3 days driving, 2 nights accommodation. And we had accommodation when we got up there. So that was all right. So I only paid, still cost me about $2,500 all up for the holiday, which is a lot of money when you've got none. But to me, it was a week's holiday, or just over a week's holiday. And it was time away from home. It was time that I could relax, that I didn't have to stress about washing, cooking, cleaning. I don't know. See, I'm rambling again. I tend to do it. Tend to let you in on all my issues. But these are just things that are going on in my head. I want to take the boys away for a couple of nights. You know, I want to try and keep their life as normal as what it has been their whole lives. If that makes sense. Idiot keeps saying that he will give me money to take them away for a couple of nights. He did that back in January. He gave me nothing. And that was the day we were going. He decided, I was still asking, you know, are you going to help? You're going to help? You said you would. You said you'd pay for the accommodation. No, nothing. So don't rely on him anymore for that sort of stuff, even for the boys. Which stresses me a little bit because the boys miss out. Like, he was meant to take them out a couple of weeks ago for his birthday, about a month ago. They got all excited. They went to my mum and dad's, waited to be picked up, and he rang up and said, I'm not coming. I don't feel well. So, and they really haven't seen him since. So it gets a bit where then I try and pick up, well, okay, you missed out on that, so let's do this instead. And that's when my budget goes out the window because I'm picking up the pieces, but I want my kids to be happy. So, yeah. That's just something I think about, that I deal with. But then I probably, apart from financially, I've always dealt with the picking up the pieces because their fathers let them down. Because that goes back, way back to when they were even little and he was around. But financially now, yeah. I don't know. There's not much else to talk about. I wanted to talk so badly about plus size clothing and how they think you got these big boobies. And I haven't. It's just me. I haven't. I have got my coffee. So did I ever show you my 75-cent cup that I got from the Salvation Army op shop? He's a bit dirty because I've been drinking coffee out of him all afternoon. I say all afternoon, it's midnight here at the moment. I'm not tired in any way, really. Though I will be going to bed soon because I have to get up early. As I said, Jarrett's got his exam tomorrow. And then after that, he's got Tuesday off. He's got one more on Thursday. No. Tomorrow's Monday. He's got Tuesday off. He's got one more on Wednesday morning. Then he's got his Year 10 formal on Thursday night. He's got Friday off. He goes next week. He'll be going Monday, Tuesday. Then Corey and him and my mum are going to Paul McCartney concert. So he won't be going Wednesday. Because my mum's got a few medical issues. They have to leave a little bit earlier to allow time to get into the city and all that sort of stuff. So he won't be going to school. Then he's got Thursday, Friday, and then he's finished for the year. And honestly, I can't wait. Really can't wait. Because that is a big pressure off my mind. Because often we'll get up in the morning and it'll be, oh, is he going to put on a performance today? Is he going to go to school? You know, that sort of thing. So, yeah. And then the next thing to look forward to is Christmas. Or Christmas Day. Then Boxing Day is my dad's birthday. So we go to Mum and Dad's Boxing Day. New Year's, we don't do anything. Basically, the boys and I just sit here on our own. Then 2 weeks after New Year, not even, 10 days, Jarrett will be 17. It's his birthday on the 11th of Jan. And then a month after that, it's my birthday. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to go. And I'll be back very shortly to draw the winners of my challenge. Or I won't be drawing them. The boys will be. So I'm going to say those magical words. And I really, really mean them. I hope you're healthy, happy, and having fun. And I'll see you soon. Bye for now.